26, David Lyon was living life, playing hockey, working out, and staying active. Cancer? Not even on his radar.
I was mad. Like, I got the call, they told me like what it was, and I just remember just being mad. I stood up, threw my head against the wall, and I just walked outside.
A colonoscopy revealed stage 4 colon cancer, something no one his age expects. Looking back, the signs were there.
So like, I lost a lot of weight really quick, but I was playing hockey constantly. I was going to the gym regularly. I was eating better, and so I didn't think anything of that. And then I started to see red when I was going to the bathroom, but it wasn't a consistent thing, so I wrote that off.
Until they were impossible to ignore.
And then I had just this excruciating pain in my abdomen that I had to be like hunched over if I wanted any kind of relief. And I was at that point, I was like, yeah, something's not right.
Within days, he was in the fight. Chemotherapy, surgeries, specialized radiation, and eventually a liver transplant. That journey led David to the Cleveland Clinic, where everything changed.
Same day, I was meeting with not only an oncologist, colorectal surgeon, liver surgeon. Just they didn't really know if they were going to be able to help me right off the bat, but they were all ready to go, ready to hear like what was going on and follow along and do what they could.
They had a plan.
Yeah.
They had a plan for you. Dr. Bassam Estefan of the Cleveland Clinic says that plan and David's mindset made the difference.
David is lucky enough that his cancer was mainly in the liver, outside of the colon. Because of that, we were able to do something about it eventually.
Through it all, David refused to stop living. He kept playing hockey.
The doctors told me I probably shouldn't do it, but it's like, you want me to stay sane, I'm gonna continue to play hockey. So.
Aren't you glad you did?
Very much so.
When the fight got heavy, he leaned on Sully, his St. Bernard he brought home just a couple months before his diagnosis.
But I was just so mentally just like kind of beat down from everything that I had gone down to, or he was, and I just laid on him and I just kind of broke, and he just laid there and just waited.
There was something else David was adamant about. He didn't want to know how much time he had. So while he focused on living, his mother carried the weight of the truth.
The one doctor told her there's a 10% chance that I make it out of this. Another one gave her 24 to 36 months.
David never let cancer define him.
And I had only missed one game.
3 years later, he beat the odds and rang that bell. Yes, he made it back to hockey and even scored the game winner in his first game after his transplant. But David says the biggest win of his life is celebrated with his teammates at the Cleveland Clinic.
There are preventable cancers that can be dealt with better if we either catch them early or prevent them from developing, and colon cancer is one of them. I'm happy for him, obviously. He's been through a lot, and bravely.
Now David is sharing his story for a reason.
If my story, it convinces at least one person in the younger generation, 25 to 31, to just take the step to go get checked, I'll call that a win in the end.
The message is simple. Don't ignore your body. Don't wait.
For the love of God, just get checked if you think something is wrong.